Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Vikings are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Giants, who will need to be sharp on offense. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis as we hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL as you get a look inside US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 6-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improve in total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of love that type of diligence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Like a pickup of 6, that leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's an example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and making off.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 49. Officially just 27 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out quarterback out of Arizona State. It's Brock Osweiler.
I love his height, his ability to see over the offensive and defensive lines and into the secondary and make good decisions and good sharp throws. I also love his moxie. This is a guy who's had to battle for his spot, had to show some patience early in his career, and now he's a bona fide starter in the NFL.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also plies his trade as a linebacker, and Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll give it to him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 on there, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic.
They'll try to get with Goff. And on the corner route, it's he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot, no matter if it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
And we look now at for the Giants.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's in.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking it incomplete. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their big tight end. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't get out of that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They go play action with Osweiler. And seeing no one. Oh, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. One more in here before the quarter breaks. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Throwing, Osweiler. He finds Beckham, complete. So a big third down hookup here will take us to the break. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Going up top, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
For the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 2nd and 5.
Double tight. Four down. Check.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is Coleman looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Throw is gone. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down Vikings.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Coleman Coleman now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39. No, check that. Go like 52 right here.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance. And everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Osweiler on 1st. And he will find his man on the outside. So a nice job to take the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, Osweiler throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now whistles come in. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Surveying the field. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. A lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it.
plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Vikings and the Giants have not had the best success throwing the football. It's a passing league, but these defenses have both.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down, Osweiler. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running in defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On third down, Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the yard line. We get a look now at the Giants defense as they file into position. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know, anything is missing a kick they think they can make, feeling believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full this, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to as well. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game.
And to give the tailback. It's there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot at the field because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it. 25. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They come out here in the eye. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working until someone comes up with an answer for it. He's going to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He's just playing at a really high level. They've got ways to get him the ball. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
Right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Time running the play clock. Here's Goff. And it pops free in there, jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they'll go with the back here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
9th play coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd. Go. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short down.
So about is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stop Max. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Here we go on 4. Oh, he's got complete. Vikings. Their big tight end. His 10th touchdown of the 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a short kick at the field. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 30. The middle. watch them get set to roll. They're just more of the same. Last time they forced the punt, that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position, run their offense, and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And bringing it inside here, Beckham. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves down and create catches.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again, Osweiler. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles and out. Looks like we've got a flow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kentrell Brothers in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. Cut back left. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, offense is going to, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play, saying just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
To throw is Osweiler. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. To throw again is Osweiler. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
That practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Here we go. Green, 30.
Again, Osweiler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there on 4th and 10. And even 50 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
Osweiler will throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Holding, offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Osweiler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Osweiler. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them. Managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone.